I'm Keith Olbermann, and this is The Resistance. The President of the United States has admitted that the Russians meddled in the election that put him in power, and he has blamed his predecessor, in essence, for not stopping him, and he has admitted to intimidating the FBI director who was investigating his treachery, and he has resumed his veiled threats of intimidation against the special counsel now investigating his treachery, and yet this, quote, president, unquote, has not yet been removed and arrested. We are appeasing Trump. The mind reels, and our democracy, if not dead, is in suspended animation because the Republican Party is now actively shielding this treasonous megalomaniac because he will sign whatever they put in front of him, and their actions should be identified for what they are, being accessories after the fact to the worst set of crimes in American history. We are appeasing Trump. The nation, which should be in the streets, holding a general strike, fighting to restore the rule of law that is dissolving in front of its eyes, is instead utterly divided or distracted or both. Republican legislators, wholly owned by corporations, are dismantling the already porous healthcare net in order to fund tax breaks for the wealthiest and greediest bastards among us, even though every group from their own constituents to every hospital and every insurance organization opposes the action. The president's sycophantic base is happy because while a few of them may have noticed this society is still hitting them in the head, they look with perverse joy at the reality that this society is now hitting women and minorities harder. We are appeasing Trump. The elected Democrats, who should be the voice of resistance against every legislative dismemberment by Trump and his gang, as well as the base for all the defenses of the democracy, are instead jockeying for position and cynically calculating if keeping Trump in office to next year will give them a better chance of election, cynically calculating if it's better to let the country burn until autumn 2018 rather than putting out the fire now. These Democrats are offset by others who argue one vote in one special election means they need to ease up on the Russia thing and must stand for something, as if the Russia thing did not threaten everything we hold dear and standing for a restoration of representative government was not something. We are appeasing Trump. And the media is obsessed, not with the lies of a president who is gifted only at lying, and news conferences by his lying spokespeople that contain no news, no truth, no reality, no morality, which are spun by cretinous deceivers who make the farcical propaganda of the infamous Iraqi Baghdad Bob look like the revealed word. The media is obsessed not by recognizing war has been declared on it and Trump's goons are playing them like the proverbial $2 banjo. The media is obsessed that the White House won't let them record the press briefings that are nothing but lies. And instead of getting up and walking out and no longer participating in this desecration of freedom of the press, they stay there and still report the lies and still put the White House liars on the Sunday shows and still pander to the Trump audience that we're not watching them, are not watching them, and will not be watching them, and calculating only how the lack of a live feed from the White House press room will impact their ratings instead of how the lack of truth from the White House press room will impact whether their children live in freedom or slavery. We are appeasing Trump. Resist, because these people are not going to do it for you. Peace.